It's not Mr. Brown. He says to me, he says, suppose, Mr. Muhammad, that the government agrees with you to give you a territory as you're asking for your people. He said, what will you do with these that don't want to go with you in a territory to themselves? I said, that's yours. He bust out laughing. Then when he got ready, he said, I don't see nothing wrong with your teaching, Mr. Muhammad. He said, but getting people to agree with you. Now, the government is willing. I have learned this from higher sources. As we always have an ear among them as they have an ear among us, right? We're not doing something, brother, foolishly. Right. We have to separate in a nation and setting the slave up independent of his master. And then let God and the nation kill the master, but let us get out first. If they want to kill him, kill him. Well, then we have a whole Western hemisphere here to ourselves. And that is what it belongs to. It belongs to original people. Before ever Columbus ever landed here, it was still on the original rule.
That's right.
You say, well, they wasn't doing so much. Well, no. They that came and conquered us here wasn't doing so much in Europe. And if I had you, even just the intellectual people, to agree with me, the whole entire government would be sweating tomorrow night and pulling the hairs of their head out.
That's right.
Because these niggas mean for us to do something for them. Well, what can we do with all these millions of niggers now who now got friendship with their own kind across the water? What can we do? We bring all the Negro or black people of the earth against us. It's better to give them Mr. Jim Brown the territory here like they wanted. As we brought them in here like we wanted. And we give them what we wanted. Now he's free. He asks us now for his own wants to be fulfilled. Brothers, this is the real trouble in us living happy like we just. It is the fear of the leadership, the intellectual black man in America, the political man of America. He's keeping his hopes on a favor in his boss, in his slave master's children. He must act according to what they tell him to do in order to get this favor. This is because that this old slavery ideal of fear makes you to react like that. But when you take this, what I am preaching to you to accept, Islam, the fear moves from you. You open your mouth then and speak like a man. And you have power behind you. You have God and the nation behind you. I have got to defend me against America. White devils, not Algeria, not Egypt, not Arabia, not the Muslim capital. I'm not depending on their help. But I have one that have the power of all of us, all the earth, and the power that exists in the earth, the power that surrounds the earth, the power that is above the earth. This is who I am working under the guidance of. Don't be deceived, don't be fooled. Elijah's not out here trying to do something of Elijah alone, but I am doing the thing that you have written in the Bible of prophets. Whether you believe it or not, you can't make truth a lie to save your life, because truth is like sunshine. When the sun rises tomorrow morning, you can't force the night to stay there, the dark to fight it, because it just disappears. That is the way truth disappears false. The white man knows that your time is not come. Free to go for yourself. You know that. But if you're so foolish to think that you can't go for yourself without him helping you right here. I want somebody. You are charmed of his civilization like Jesus made a Lazarus. Lazarus couldn't leave the rich man's gate because he just didn't trust himself going getting him bread and meat. He just sit right there and beg the rich man, give me some of what you have. I want some of this. I'll help you work with this. And they'll lie. There's a wheat out there for him if he go out there and make it for himself. There's millions of cattle out there he could raise for himself. But he don't want to do that. He don't want the responsibility of doing something for himself. I want rich man. I want his lucre. But the book gives a beautiful description of it, how it happened and how it ends. This is referring to none other than the black man in America, the slave of the white man and the white man, the rich man. That's all that Jesus made the parable for us. Now this is full of freedom. You lay at the rich man's gate. Martin Luther King, poor brother, with his army of marchers all over the country near, laying at the rich man's gate. You give me. I just want to come in to eat with you. Let me eat beside you. I just want to be your brother. And not a brother-in-law. I want to be your real brother when nature didn't make him that. Okay, this is foolish. It's ignorant. I want to live where you live. Yeah, you're supposed to let me have a house right there beside your house. Don't look upon me as something inferior to you. I'm just as great as you. You're greater. All right, enough if he understands it and work to that upon it. Here's a man, Elijah Muhammad, telling you that you are greater than he. Right. You're the original man. Right. He's a man that we grafted from ourselves. Right. He's inferior to us by nature. Right. No, but I can't take that. I want some of this lucre. I was like, what am I going to do over there? I don't have no factory. What am I going to do? I can't do nothing else but stay here. Well, stay here till we rob him then. Stay here till we break his power. Then what you going to do? You have to turn to your own people. Right. Abraham represents your own nation. And this is going on in full field. And he put his dogs on Lazarus. That didn't stop Lazarus. The dog bite did not run Lazarus away from the gate. No, sir. Licking his soul did not make Lazarus go. As long as he sees luxury wealth in the rich man's house, I'm not going nowhere. I want to do this for you. Divide this with me. Give me something. I'm just like you. Right. We all brothers. We all come from the same father, Adam. And they don't know what he's talking about there. That is not his father. That's the white man's father. Okay. I'm not going away. You got me to fight. I'm not going to fight you. I let you fight me, but I'm not going to fight you. Okay, Martin Luther just about through with that. Non-violent teaching. He found out that don't help him. And his people will leave him and probably turn violent on him. Well, you causing them to suffer. That's right. A student from Tuskegee, Alabama, just left here this morning, spend the night with us. I think for the student. Okay, that student was telling me how that they had been ruffled and beaten by the police. That's right. In this march down there. They was in it. Yeah. They was a victim. They told me all what went on. Right. Now they don't want no more the civil rights movement stuff. They want the right movement, but let it be right, civil or not civil, be right, so that I can get some benefit from this thing. Okay. They left here happy. Right. Because they said they had never heard of me before here just recently, and what I taught. And they had mentioned it once or twice among their teachers, and some of them just become an enemy to them. So even mention what he likes teaching. Show me anything that I'm teaching that will cause my people to suffer if they will accept. Show me anything. If we are true, we're spread out over the country from the Atlantic to the Pacific, and from Canada down to the Central American government. We all the way down to Argentina. We skipped it. We over in Africa. We in Mexico. I'm represented in Mexico.
Right.
We have a people over there too. Right. We're going so fast that actually the blind actually don't see us until we actually point out that's my glass. I can't see it. Oh, I didn't know you always thinking that. What is the government doing to me to try to hinder the progress of putting the Negro into a state of independence of him? He come to you. Hey, you tell you that tomorrow if he knows. You busy like it? Oh, I'm surprised. Oh, what are you going to learn from these dumb people? Where did you get your degree from? Such and such college? Oh, you my comrade. I went to that college. I went to that. Oh, you mean to say you going over a lot? You never been to no college. How can he lead you? See this, then you go to see that child, then. You got something there. I don't want to be lost. But tell him this. See, he know you don't have the right answer. You tell him, say, what university did Noah go to? What university did Abraham go to? And you recognize them as pioneers of civilization. What university did Jesus go to? You don't tell us that he was graduated in no university of the Jews. Now, then what said the book? That God will raise up one uneducated, one that is blind, deaf, and dumb, plainly teaches us that. And in the last book of the Bible, you call it the Revelation of John, he prophesied of a lamb, making this man still dumber than all the other prophets. He's a lamb. A lamb means a little small or rather a sheep without the proper training of his shepherd. Or knowledge of his shepherd.
May I ask something? And the law is
I hope, wait just a minute. I hope that we go along like this. What I say in answer to you, I want you then to tell me whether you understand any, or what it made any sense, that answer. And if you didn't, then you tell me what you think of it.
Certainly I understand what you're saying. And the question that is in my mind, and as a free law student, of course, I'm concerned about why Muhammad Ali is making use of white attorneys other than black attorneys.
Why do he do what?
Why is Muhammad Ali in his current skirmish with the local board people and federal court, why is he making use of white attorneys?
Because
why don't he have black?
Because the white man can fight the white man more effective than you.
But then when we make that statement, don't we deny that we can become effective in a white man's society?
Yes, if you do so. If you believe like Muhammad Ali believed you would be. But you don't. And when you get in court, the judge take you back there in the chamber and tell you, you're trying to defend these Negroes who are trying to overthrow our government.
That's right.
Then you get scared.
That's right.
Then you come out then healing to his point.
Right.
But isn't that kind of a supposition really, don't you think that Thurgood Marshall was confronted with the same people and the same thing during his court battle?
What court battle?
The segregation battles that he had had on on numerous occasions in the federal court.
Listen, Thurgood Marshall was not hindered, opposed too much by the government and taking this place. It was just the southern devil, cracked down on him a little bit to show whether or not he is qualified to sit up here and judge. And where did he get his qualification from? How can he judge us and we still is the boss of this man? You see? This, they had something there, but the government, let me tell you this. The government, maybe you are not trying to condemn me, but would like to know my answer. But the government actually want to put a decoy on the water that you've been trying to shoot ducks on in order to fool you to come up. To start finding that a duck that actually is not a duck. He don't have life in him. It's a decoy. Thurgood Marshall is in Washington just for that purpose. To act as a front that the government will give you high places in the government if you're qualified. This is to deceive the balance of the population of the Negro that make him start. I will get on the Supreme Court thing. I have one further up there. I have a man up there. How much good is he doing? I will be vice president. Yeah, he may. But what law will you put in effect over his desire? You gonna follow what he says. Thurgood Marshall cannot defend you in a case that the government consider it against them. And whatever Thurgood Marshall said, it would not help. They're going to enforce that which they think is best for their country. They'll tell Thurgood Marshall that if they get in a hot conversation with him. But Elijah is here teaching Thurgood Marshall and all of them that they are the original people of the earth and that the executors is after us. And if they're after us, let's take one of them and deceive the other through this one and make them all get hell with us. And I tell them boldly that. I say, you're only trying to get them to go to hell with you or you're doomed. And they don't deny it. It's you deny it that they're trying to force me to believe this is a good thing they're doing for us. You've got no future in a maid ruler, a maid judge of their own. No white man that will put a Negro in power to do the Negro good without his ordering and without his absolutely guide. You going by his law.
Right.
Then he'll call you back. Say, listen, you're going a little too strong there. Marshall, you know the law. This is our law. Yeah, read here. But you up here, you took an oath to enforce their law and not your law. You don't have one. You go and declare that you will enforce the law that's already in practice by the white man. You only thinking that you being honored to hold this place. But how much good you going to do for your people? How many cases you going to jump up here and declare that the white man have not given you justice? A man shot a police down here on the street trying to defend himself here. He was in self-defense. And that goes from the lower coast to higher coast in Arizona. And from there, the attorneys are the victim or the client is of the attorney is able to pay his way all the way to Washington and let the Supreme Court decide this. Well, then his attorney goes then and try and get the Supreme Court to listen to this case. They don't have to. If they think that they will break the friendship of the judge here in Phoenix and in the other court before we got to them. And this Negro has be given justice in this, we'll have a lot of Negroes that we have to do the same for. They turn it down, won't even listen to it. Thurgood must say, what about this case? Suppose he speaks. What about this case? They look like it ought to be looked at. No. Judge, we won't. That will get us in trouble with the Negroes. Well, that's what I'm up here for, to defend my people. Suppose he would, retort an answer back like that. Yes, but you see, Mr. Marshall, we have to keep and maintain our law. And to control people. He won't say the Negro, maybe outright right then, he's not angry enough. But just keep on arguing with it, and he'll tell you that this law says it's got to be enforced. We can't give the Negro a stick to crack our own heads, Mr. Marshall. That's what he tells you. You don't hear all of this. But Marshall hears it. Well, who is Marshall up there working for? He's up there working for the people who put him there. You didn't get to give no vote for Marshall to take no seat up there. If he put you on judge bench here, you see, this court don't ask you to vote for a lawyer so-and-so to become a judge. They just say, you've been done for doing. How about you taking over this bench here? That's judge. All right, you better be just like me now. When your nigga come up here before you give him hell like I did. This is right.
That's right, they do it too.
They do it. Why, you got a worse black judge than you had when he was a lawyer.
Right.
He was bad enough in the law, because if the judge scolded him on a point, he cowered down anyway. Judge said to tell him, shut up. That's right. I've been in the court too many times. Shut up, officer. Oh, hush, so-and-so. Hush, 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 hush.
That's right.
Hush, hush. Telling the lawyer now that.
That's right.
Well, this is what I said, hush, sit down.
That's right.
Because he knew the judge could easily tell him then be contempt of court. He knows the judge. Now, he's right on his point, but the judge can't control him.
That's right.
I don't want to pass that. And don't argue with me about it. You just shut up. I know you know that, and I know that is right. This is what goes on, brother, between you and this devil here. Well, I have to name, I'm a judge. You have to name that you now are number one enemy to your people. I go there looking, you going to give me justice, and this devil that put you up there, he will see that you obey him and not me. And the law of justice. There's some examples. In a time when the rebel police of L.A. raided our temple over there, killed one of our brothers, shot up the other. We had two of the best lawyers there was in L.A. of our people. One of them had gotten a thorough expense of police brutality because he used to be on the force. Both came right then sit down in my house. And we talked over the case a couple of times. From there, 3 of them came. We talked over the case. Okay. They said we'd take the case for $60,000, which was making all three of them get equal $20,000 apiece if they wanted to divide it equal. I told them, I said, listen, I said, I will agree that my followers give you $60,000. I said, but I want you to remember this. That we are paying you to give us justice according to the law for such case. I said, you saw the case just as clear as sunshine. He said, we know that we can win. Now, when the devil saw that they could win and they had formed the case, they sent me the quote script and everything. Their transcript of the coat. They kept me up to date with it. Okay, when they got to the point where that the coat had the heel to actually, the police department was guilty. That's all. That can't happen. Do all the Muslims will be getting more converts. No, we don't want that. So, what we're going to do, bribe these two lawyers. They know that these people is innocent. But let's bribe them. These niggas is not yet waiting to that Elijah is preaching to them. They don't understand. We can't argue with Elijah, but we can get one of these half misunderstanding Negroes, regardless of their law knowledge, and buy them over before they wake up to Elijah. They assume they wake up to him and they'll start working on it. Regardless to our offer to promote them to higher office. Let's go now. Right in the middle. Now, you know, lawyer so-and-so, you know, I think the governor, I think the mayor, I think the prosecuting attorney see a lot of potential in you. That you can even do good for the whole state. Not just the case, but for the state. You know what I mean now? You're too good for a common lawyer, criminal lawyer. You should be a judge. Right. Okay, caught him, you know, before we got his head on his head. Yes, sir. Now, I'm going to see that you get this place. Then when he yields it, then okay, when you start on this point, now listen. Now, you know that if you're going to put these people all out here in the public that they ain't innocent and we are wrong for mistreating them, you know what you're going to have? You're going to have all these niggas believing in that stuff Elijah's teaching. And with race hatred of us. They all will believe. And you don't know nothing like that, capturing our government principles that we and our fathers have built up in this country to protect the government of America and its people. Yes, sir. You know what? I'm going to let you in on your way on this point. I'm going to let you go with on. Now you speak more right here. You know if you declare all of these police, the police department, as being guilty, you're making enemies in the police department. And if I have to give way to this, you're going to put us all under the guns of the police. You know these bad dumb police is really, it's just like that. They're sick to take our very lives from us. Well, I go to getting praised then. Yes, sir. Well, I can fix it all right. I have it. So I can fix that all right. And still get my feet from them. I have it. Go on. They can tell you that I that you let them go down the gutter because we up here they have to come through us. You've learned that. We won't support you. We will watch them and all like that. They're not going to hurt you. No, Mr. Pat him on the shoulder. You can be a judge here. You're too smart for that place. Poor blind, deaf, and dumb Negro lawyer wants to be called by a big name regardless of how much injustice he's doing under that name to his brother. I want to be called a judge. I want to be called a senator. I want to. Well, what you going to do? How much stuff now you going to do to your people when the devil going to force you to enforce his law?
You don't have any confidence in black people? Are you saying that they don't, that black people don't belong to the nation's slum, that they have no integrity, no principle for themselves and their people? Because those lawyers want to
listen, brother, I'm going by extent. They have it. They have the knowledge how to defend their people and represent them as people and the justice for them. But they are afraid of their own superior, who is white. That's what I'm trying to get over to you. Oh, yes, he knows. But he's afraid to use it.
I think this is going to happen, Mr. Moran.
Huh?
I think this is going to happen.
Does that mean that they're all that way? They're all that way?
No.
What kind of deduction you draw?
No, they are not all like that. But that one that is not like that don't have a chance to get up here now.
Yeah. How does he gain that opportunity if the times that you have need for legal counsel, you turn to the white man? How does the black lawyer gain that opportunity?
I'm telling you now.
And how do you build you?
Wait a minute. I'm telling you now where we live. The white man don't like that. He don't like what I teach. He don't like my followers for following me in there. But he can't destroy it because it's truth and justice. But if I hire you the first time to try to defend me, and you fail on the account of your superior, who is white, don't like that you win, and he can well keep you from it. What need me keep on hiring another black man to do the same thing and fail? And he's only...
Well, what's the alternative? Wait a minute. What's the alternative?
The alternative is to unite them and train them into the knowledge of self and make them then to become bondage defenders for their own people, whether the white man like it or not.
Right.
We have enough force to force him to have to take it.
That's right.
But when we are less, we have to succumb
Right.
under superior force. I had Mr. Daniel here for my first lawyer. He come in at dinner with me on 20th Street more than once. He had dinner right here more than once. Okay, when the devil's driver destroyed my 1960, I think it was 61 and 60, Cadillac, out here around the school, on Indian Road. Okay, he admitted that he was at fault. And the court was just forced to admit that he was at fault. But what did the court then turn and say, the U.S. court? Well, your driver was at fault too. But how was my driver at fault when that he was not the first to bring about the fault? So the first to bring about the fault is the fault of the fault. But now, then he even eases it around, telling Daniel that, well, in a way, so Daniel told me that if it just hadn't been you, we could have got something, because he was after something and maybe got something to yield to the white man. Cool. He said, they are really, Mr. Muhammad, is at fault. He said, here is the case I have prepared. And then appeal after appeal. No healing is the same thing. We still fail. Then I paid the county hospital for 2 people that the accident all but killed. And a complete demolished car. A complete Cadillac gone. And the occupants of that car was all but killed. Just a miracle, pardon me, and they admit it. Just a miracle that they are alive. The driver is still affected from that collision. It's brought about by Indian driving a school bus for the government and was not paying attention to an oncoming car on the highway. He's trying to cross in the face of a car coming, making 50, 60 miles an hour. And did not even stop him, yet admitted. Then the government refused to give me anything. And they said they would not mind giving. Now look what the crooked ruling. The government did now. The government said they would not mind giving his passion something, but not to the driver for Elijah and the car. Anything, nor his wife. Anything. Now both. Now here I had a man and his wife who also was my father, was in the car, in the rear seat. Now he was willing to give them something, but not the owner of the car, nor the owner's driver, who was all but dead, who can't remember that nothing ever happened right now. He still don't remember. He don't remember anybody remember it. He was just that near dead. And that's his wife, and they're his dinner.
Well, how do you blame Daniel for that situation? I don't understand.
Did I say I blame you? No, I have never even said that.
But that's the implication.
That's the implication, but you can't use implication in court.
I know that. My point is, any lawyer, be he black or be he white, if he go before the system, and if the system says that they're going to do it this way, that I don't care how trained he is in anything, as long as the white man's controlling that system, that's the way it's going to go.
Well, I didn't say yet, Daniel.
Did he spell it out? Did those lawyers in L.A.?
I gave him the case back to repeal it.
Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't appeal it?
No, he refused it. And he got the same thing. Then I said, one of our other lawyers from New York to go and repeal it again and take it to Supreme Court in Washington, who is guilty of destroying the property lives, or near lives, destruction of lives. You know whose death it landed on? Thurgood Marshall. You know what Thurgood Marshall did?
How did it land on his death? He was Solicitor General then, wasn't he?
He
fights cases against
when this thing come about, he was then just about appointed the judge on the Supreme Court bar. He was in that process. That's what I'm trying to say. He was in the process. But still was his old office. You know what he did? He didn't try the case. He said, well, I have it in black and white. What do you sign your name? Well, we feel that the lower court decision should go, or the court of Arizona, the U.S. court there. We feel that it should rest with that decision.
So they refused to hear it. The Supreme Court refused to hear the case.
That's right. I don't care how fine a lawyer you are, how keen you are in handling that law. You can't make them to do no justice.
Oh, I understand that. I agree. But the point is, what he's saying, we shouldn't have any now because we work in that system and we, that black lawyers can't do any good. I don't understand the point.
No.
There has to be a point.
No, we're at the point now where we don't want to be blessed by both.
Right.
Oh, you saying that we take advantage, the black lawyers take advantage of black
They will. For the money. That I just give you the case over in L.A.
Well, what I'm saying, what's the alternative? Are you saying the white lawyers won't?
We know that. This is worse. They come on. But I said we don't want to be beaten by both at the same
Well,
time.
I agree with you. I don't know how you can judge all of them categorically, though, because one or two are bad.
I judge this.
Anything
I'm not judging your category like that. Not in the way you are saying I am. I'm saying this, that you can't do me no good in the white man court if I give you $1 million for a $10,000 case. If the white man don't want to give you justice. That's what I'm telling you, because you're
I know that.
you're my brother.
Why give it to the white man lawyer?
Then I'd go on to prison without any representative. That's right, all. If I give it to the white man, I can talk better to him on the point of justice than I can to him through you, who is powerless to get me justice. Let me go face to face with him.
But isn't the end result, Mr. Muhammad, the same thing? If the man on the bench don't want to let you go, he's not going to let the white lawyer go, and he ain't going to let the black lawyer go.
The man on the bench. The man on the bench is a crook. His lawyers are crooks. They are two crooks together. And they both is hungry for the dollar.
Right.
And if I put enough money here between the two, they both will yield to eat the pie. But they're not going to yield to eat the pie with you because you won them. That will make you to see that justice is on my side, and you may join over with me to help keep pushing this thing because I won the case. This is the thing.
Well, so what you're saying really is that the one decision in the court of law is more important than the integrity of the people.
Pardon me?
You're saying that one decision in the court of law is more important than the integrity of the people.
You know,
No, I'm not.
it's kind of, I don't know how.
No,
you can
by
feel
no means
unity
is I'm
among
saying
people.
that.
And
I'm showing you.
This is my point. I'm saying, and this is what I'm getting to. I really don't understand how you can build any kind of unity among a people and justify the kind of concept that you just stated.
And am I not preaching openly and telling the same enemy of you and me that he don't give no justice? I know he have the upper hand of his court today over you. And I can't get it until you join in with me. We got to unite against this injustice that's going on in the court. You see? I can't keep financing the court to keep giving me injustice. This I get at the root of. I want the rattler now. I don't want the grafted snakes. I want the rattler. We got to put a stop to him stinging us. Okay, let me fight him then alone if you are not able to fight him and win for me. I'll fight him alone. The first case I had in court for my followers was in Detroit. I didn't hire lawyers. I stood pat alone and defended the justice of that case for us alone and won. All right. Since then, they have now passed the rulings among themselves, not a law, but a ruling. Don't let Elijah defend. Make him to hire a lawyer. You see, I can't go in the court and defend my teachings for him or that one.
That's right.
They won't accept me.
That's true.
All right, then what am I not to do? What is the alternative? I must go right back to you. Let us get together. Put a stop to this unjust judge up here. Let's unite. Then he got to accept you. You see? If we unite, he's got to accept you to defend me. But if we're not in unity, he robbed me And you will hold your place up there. You still would be the lawyer, and I'm still going to prison.
Are there not some attorneys within the Nation of Islam now?
There are now. But there wasn't then.
Well, may I ask a further question? Were there any attorneys within the Nation of Islam as Muhammad Ali's case came to court in its initial stages?
Yes. We had Jacko
Right.
from New York. Second, we had two in Chicago, Maine and Junior. His office was there.
Well, now we're talking about that.
And they are in it. They was in it, and they are still in it. But they can't face the crooked judge strong enough. But they still is in the case. They are our lawyer and your lawyer.
That's right.
Well, Covington was just the chief attorney.
He just chief, that's right. And he was working with a chief.
Jocko.
See? Where's he in Washington?
Right.
Even that was so much this man's friend.
You feel that Ali is going to win?
Sir?
Do you feel that Ali is going to win his case? Do you have that kind of confidence in the system? I'm not talking
Not
about
in
in Ali. I'm sure you have that kind of confidence in him. But I'm talking about, do you have that kind of confidence in the system?
In the system.
Yes, sir.
Of the court.
The judicial system of this country.
Do I think we could win there? No.
Well, then, why should you bother spending money on white devil lawyers?
We're not spending all that money on white devil lawyers.
Well, a penny is too much.
No, it's not. It's $1 million not too much if you're going to get justice.
Well, you just told me that you weren't.
Well, I just failed here with you. I had you in the court here, and you failed.
I understand what you're saying, Mr. Muhammad, and I can appreciate your point.
I don't intend to do this forever.
I can appreciate your point, except you just pointed out to me that there are followers of Mr. Muhammad himself that are attorneys. And then you just pointed out to me that you know you're not going to win in the courts of law of this country. Now, my point is this. Why isn't it that the followers of you and your teachings is not handling the case if you know you're not going to win anyway?
Listen, I'm not going to win if I use my own attorney. Going boldly after this thing when the whole government is against the Negro.
Oh, I agree with that.
Getting out of war in Vietnam.
I definitely agree with that.
All right, then you can have some kind of sympathy. Now look, why then did you put a white one there? To help condemn the whole entire government system of laws of justice for the Muslims here in America.
You said it's more effective.
Minister,
I ain't speaking of an idea.
wait a minute.
I just know he presented two different points, and he never tied them together. I'm presenting the picture, the strategy. He said now he had a tactical situation for the Nation of Islam. I can understand that, but that wasn't that was never injected until this moment.
This is just what I'm fixing to tell the minister. That I don't mind you using your wits, your techniques.
I know that.
This is the only way we can understand each other.
Right.
Question me. You have heard what I've done or what I'm doing, then question me. And get the truth of it. And then you could tell whether or not that it is beneficial for the whole or not.
I see it.
Yes. And so I'm open for questions. And if what I'm doing is not in your, understanding and estimation rather, of the value of what I'm doing, then okay, you can speak on. Maybe all of my program laid bare to you, maybe you will not yet agree on some of the points because you've not reached that knowledge of whether it is good or not. You can't see whether it's going to go through it. But that is not to say that your ideal is absolutely the best, that I should drop this out, stop this. No, that's as far as you can see yourself. But I'm leading. I'm in front. I see the way. And you're watching the path that I'm making. And I'm telling you a path that I'm yet going to make. Well, you may not see that path so well until it's made. But I'm willing to tell you. My work was not an organization, not for a case or two in Phoenix among my followers, but the case of the whole nation before the white nation here, our race, in their courts of justice. Do you not see on that last page? Give us the justice. In words to say that you actually have wrote into your law. Let us have the benefit of that. And I know he's not going to do so. Well, what are you asking him then for? To condemn him because he's to be removed today. And here is a proof in black and white what a slave put before him for justice for the people of his that he ignored. And in court he ignored the justice for them there and sent them down to prison for long terms. And even his own people who was qualified to defend them in the courts of the white man, he ignored their own, justice or appeal for them, for justice. He ignored, cast it out and told the lawyer to shut their mouth before even asking them for such rulings. All right. He did this. After this, here comes somebody in here breaking down the whole thing. Well, then, this man was right. He wanted justice for his people, and it was time. It was time according to the word of the prophets of God. It was time. It was time by the presence of God that had made his visit to this people. It was time. And he was going to be the winner, but he wanted to show up the unjust judge or the unjust law that was supposed, or rather be bringing or brought from a just law and made unjust when it got to the black man. You see, this is the only thing I'm doing. I have a sure point of winning. I know what they're going to do. I'm not looking at the light surface point. I'm looking at the underneath the surface, the roots of this thing. I'm looking at the man sitting in power today. I know the clock is ticking. The time for you. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. And you must go before 7. So I'm challenging you. I know you're not going to do right by me. It's not in you. And I'm telling you, you by nature were born to, or made to treat me like this. I'm not looking for no justice from it. I just want to show the world that you are what you are. And that you can't deceive them no more. Because you're going to continue to do according to your nature, regardless of what I say and do. I'm going to show you up before my blind brother here. At all costs. I waste money. I spend my time in prison for it. I may get killed for it. He wants to kill me for it. Right. But still, I want to reach my brother with justice. Right. And I know the executors is on their way. And when he gets here, my brother will say, yes, he was right. There goes the man toppling off his feet. This is on his way, brother. The executors of the power of America is already on his way and has begun. After they have attacked them in their own home. Look at America trying to keep faith. Why don't they bring about some peace? Who make peace? They didn't come after you. You went after them. They're trying to defend their own security in their own homes. You were over there fighting them. They didn't come over here after you. You made war on them. What are you talking about them make peace with you? You're the one supposed to make peace with them. For coming there, disturbing their peace. Right? Okay. You don't have to fight, nigger. don't have to start no trouble down the street. If I catch you alone, I'll beat hell out of you anyway. This is what I'm trying to show you, brother. That there's no justice in them. And regardless of what position they offer to you, it's only to make you be a tool for them to work against this man, your brother here, not against them.
Right.
They don't want your black judge sitting up there judging their white people.
Right.
If you do, well, you better go according.
That's right.
Even if you're a police out here on the force, don't you run. I don't care what you saw the aristocrat, what law he broke, don't you try to arrest him.
That's right.
Call for us, we'll come arrest him. Now what can you tell me? I have just as much right in his code, in his law, if I'm put on this bench, or if I'm put here with my coat, what are other my degrees from the law bar of this country, of this state, or my privilege that I gotten from there? Do I not now have the right of the white man? No, because the white man, that's his bar. That's his law. He made his own law and is allowing you the freedom to try to use it. But if you fail, Negro, if you do anything that we don't like, sit down. Get out of here. Because we're going to run it just like we always said. So what good then you are doing for your own people? You all come and hire me. I'm a black man. You should hire me. Well, if the courts have not agreed to allow you to give us justice by their law of justice, as you remember in this paper I have, according to your own court, your own justice that you give yourself, that you have here in your court, give us that freedom. No, I'm not going to give you that, because you teach it against us. You don't teach the Negro to love us. I give a Negro lots of high places here that don't believe in you, but I'm not going to give him the freedom to try to defend you against me, because you are right. And if I give you that right by the justice of our law, all of your Negroes will be lined up behind you and said, this organization is right. This get the respect of the white man. Not going to let them think I'm respecting you. And if I have to admit the truth of what you say, I'm not going to tell it to you before then. If we somewhere where they are not listening to our talk, I will admit it. But I'm not going to do it in public. Look, brother, I like to talk with you because that you have certain privilege that the other poor brother, the layman out there, don't have. I like to talk with you. This is the people I want to talk with. And if you learn the truth of the truth that I am preaching and is putting the force out here, I'm not only preaching and not getting nowhere. I'm getting somewhere.
That's right.
And that is plain evidence out here. Now, here, brothers, I love you. I love to see you hold a high position. I wish you was the president.
That's right.
That's the truth. I wish you was the president of the country. If you have the power to give your people justice up there in the president's office or chair, I wish I would vote for you. I would fight for you. Yes, I would. But knowing that you are handicapped, you have good intentions, but the rattler, the snake, have you curved in his claw, and you can't do nothing. But if once out of the paw of the snake, you would do better for your people. But the snake keep it. The effect of good that you would do for your people or trying to do for your people to have no effect with his dangerous poison of injustice. So these are the things that we are driving home with you today. And the main thing that you must not lose sight of, intellectual people, that this is the end of the white man's power.
Right.
And we are people joined on for power to help push him off the line.
Right.
And we're inviting you to make this strength stronger and stronger by helping us. Don't go against us. If you're not going to be for us, if you don't understand us, don't go against us against this fight.
Right.
They said.
Right.
Just say, I don't understand. Well, they're doing this. Well, that's up to you to go over there and talk to the leader and see how many times he'll come over here. I'm sitting here in Phoenix. I'm not surrounded by no troops
Right.
of mine, right? This man sitting up here dressed up in the uniform you never seen prepared for any of your people here. I know organizational leader, but he's walking the streets in. The white man never asks, well, where you get that from? What do you mean by that? He don't say that. He don't attack us about what we do, but he gets you. Hey, that's a nice uniform. You're one of them? See, where you right in that one word. You are scared to say you are and scared to say you're not.
That's right.
I know what I'm talking about, brother. I've been teaching 37 years this, and I don't think you're much older than that. And I have gotten experience, not trying to get experience. I've gotten experience.
Right.
I have guidance. I have backings.
Right.
Not trying to get power here. But if there was nobody in this country but me, and teaching this that I'm told to do it. If not one of your people believe in it, okay, you come on and bring me the tea and we both go. That means just destroy this.